I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. So long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die. When the time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
rains, no sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater gets up. I'm ready like lift off.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Sad Hut, 60, orange, 59, mark the 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. See it. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Sad Hut.
On 1st and 10, ball. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long.
Let me know, right? Go. Check three. Mike, check. Why? Move. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Mike's 59. Ready.
From the gun, ball. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 91 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the edge. Big edge. Stand hot.
On 1st down, ball. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time. Check three. Check. Crunch. Alert three. Bang.
Throwing again. Ball. pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 pace, let's go. Danny. Check. Lucky's. Let her.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ball. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Caught by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check back.
On the counter, it's Charles. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Here we go. Easy.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Set. 70 in. 54. Watch 54. Rock. Pick your game up. Say. Hey. On the rep. Let's go. There you go.
Throwing on 1st down. Ball. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 37. Check 37. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Ready, go.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Off play action. Ball. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, You're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On second down, it's Allen. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ball. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready, ready. Hey, watch it, watch it. Yep, take it.
On 4th down, Ball. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Zero.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
56.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run the counter. Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Fantastic.
I don't me 'cause my name. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Share, lock it, go. Hold the look, hold. Sit, motion. On the ball. Set, go.
On 1st and 10. Ball. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who the frick?
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. combo now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rivers on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers looking downfield for Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Following the penalty, here's Charles. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Rivers now from the 50. It's caught to Charles. 20. They give him a gain of 38. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Devlin will try to power it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. James Devlin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Jet bomber, 22, jet bomber. Back. Jet. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch.
They'll run with Allen. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Ball. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Buzz, double up. He's coming, double up. Let's go.
From the gun, ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's got room. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They were looking for Marshall that time. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run. Charles. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Coming to you. Check your hot read.
Wait. Load it.
1st down, Rivers. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's is the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Nice.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Hard. Slam.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Set, ready, and logo. Shift. Check 20, gone. Under 10, 10. Let's go.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready. 90. Roll. You can't block me. Angle. Chuck. Hurt out. Chuck. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Ball. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, Ball. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. Fighting through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Look, squeeze. Right up.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Hey, team 6.
Mike's 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mark it.
Manning now on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulate.
And he's going to go down again. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, the Niners' replacement for Bradley Pinion, Justin Vogel on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. He's got a man. That's Marshall. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun. Ball. Now this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there on a first down for Seattle.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Ball. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about Akeem Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. On second down, this is Jackson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Manning. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Manning now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first and 10, here's Manning. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go! Five.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Manning indeed going for it on fourth. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Into the red zone now, Manning. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it with Jackson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. On the run, this is Jackson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Manning to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At their own 47-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw it up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
It's caught inside the 25. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game. And they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. 50. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, Haywood. Get it. 2nd
and 5 now. Manning. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator.
And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deshaun Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
General West. Ready.
Play action. Manning. Airing it out for Olsen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
It's been a long day for you.
No. Off. He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Ball nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Check 52. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
On second down now, it's Allen, and down inside the 40 to about the 38. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. 36, 35. Check 24. Rush in. Switch.
And the blitz does come. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Check three. Watch twist. Tight dog. Check hot.
They'll run on first down. Allen. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on second down. Ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Manning. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They run again with Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now. Try to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Edelman was the intended target. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Check 3, check 3. Check, crunch. 66. Bully, drive. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check 25.
On 1st and 10, ball nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 37. Check 39. Check 49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, it's Allen, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Get it.
Throwing now is Manning. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ball. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Watch Twitter. Check. Block it. Hey, turn it up. Check 99. Sponge.
Here's Allen. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill. Jump.
They're going for it. It's Murray. It's caught by Jackson. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Manning. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
and they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43.
Murray to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Get him. Squeeze. Get in there. 15. Check 15. Show it up. He's called off. H3, 218. Chop. Ready.
On 1st down, Allen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Watch the twitch. Check safety. Check 4. Slam.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks,
I don't wanna be on the ground. I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Every day I work my thoughts, I don't get to take off. A hater get off, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside,
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Chad Hutch, 60, orange. It's a party now. It's a party now. Go. Shoot. See it. Shoot. Head up. And go.
On first down, ball. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Marshall, the intended receiver. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, whoa.
Manning going to throw. And he's got it. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Go. 8-3.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
64 weeks.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready. Shoot. Check 31. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ball. Open man. It's Vernon Davis.
Let's go, baby.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's another Seahawks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. at the 49ers' 49-yard line.
Check it back. Check it back.
Leo, let's go. Stand up.
Now a carry for Allen.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hut, hut.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
I'm going to run you over.
Hut, hut.
To throw on third down. Ball. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Mike 51.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 25.
From the gun. Ball.
Check nickel.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's into the clear. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On second and inches, Manning looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, I step back.
Now Manning. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Clay Matthews make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On play action, it's Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Jackson, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 2-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Protein spell.
We got double up. Check 52.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, kill.
Now Allen. Powering his way forward. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Big stop, D. Big stop. Sin. Echo. Check 24. Set. Go.
Looking to throw. Ball. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike, check Mike. Rush in, rush in. Rush. I 7, let's go. Swan, gone. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hut up. 51 to Mike. Hut up.
Throwing again. Ball. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Ball. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On the draw, here's Allen. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Exit. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I got you. I got you, son. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Got some room at the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Watch the end. 61.
They run the draw play. Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
General, fast. Check 3. Lock it. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Alert 3, alert 3. Foxtrot. 3.
Operating from the gun. Ball. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. In for the score. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Manning. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Manning now to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Haywood. Yo, hit it.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that is intercepted. Or was it? What? They'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
On the set. Mark 50, 6-6. Pull it high.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Check. Check. Safe, safe, safe.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
Defensively, giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. He spins free. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. On 2nd and a yard. Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On play action, now Manning. He wants it all for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing on first down is Manning. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hey, stand up. Bud.
On first down, Manning. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Chopper. Hey, check. Mike 50. Come on, D. Kill. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But now it'll be third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 99. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Ball. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. On the ground, this is Jackson. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Exit.
Manning now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players and win under
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The backup Murray, his first throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Switch. Hayward. Mike, you're out. 51.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Looking to throw. Ball. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Set. 30 base.
56.
Now Manning.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard.
Think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on any friends.